The American Revolution was not won in a single glorious battle, nor was the British Empire defeated in one sudden stroke of fortune. The struggle for independence was a long and bitter contest fought across forests, rivers, villages, and fields, where victories were often measured not by the number of soldiers left standing, but by the political and strategic consequences that followed. Among the many engagements that shaped the destiny of the 13 colonies, few were as important, yet as frequently overlooked, as the Battle of Guilford Courthouse fought on the 15th day of March in the year 1781. By the year 1778, the war in the northern colonies had reached a frustrating stalemate for Britain. The capture of major cities such as New York and Philadelphia had failed to crush the rebellion. American armies under General George Washington continued to survive despite suffering defeats and enduring harsh winters. British leaders therefore devised a new approach known as the Southern Strategy. They believed that the southern colonies contained a large population of loyalists who remained faithful to the crown and would rise in support once British troops arrived. By securing Georgia and the Carolinas, Britain hoped to isolate the rebellious North and restore royal authority piece by piece. Greene lacked the dramatic reputation of some revolutionary heroes, yet he possessed qualities far more valuable in a commander: patience, intelligence, and an exceptional understanding of strategy. Upon arriving in the South, he discovered an army exhausted by defeat, poorly equipped, and dangerously outnumbered. Rather than seeking immediate battle with Cornwallis, Greene adopted a strategy of mobility and attrition. He divided his forces, harassed British detachments, and stretched enemy supply lines across hundreds of miles. The months leading to Guilford Courthouse witnessed a remarkable campaign of maneuver and pursuit. Cornwallis chased Greene's forces across rivers and through wilderness in what became known as the Race to the Dan. The British Army marched relentlessly in hopes of trapping and destroying the Americans before they could escape into Virginia. Greene retreated skillfully, preserving his forces while forcing Cornwallis farther from his supply bases. British soldiers endured terrible hardships during these marches. Food became scarce, clothing wore thin, and exhaustion spread throughout the ranks. Cornwallis, desperate to increase speed, even ordered portions of his baggage train burned. Greene selected the area around Guilford Courthouse near present-day Greensboro, North Carolina, as the site for battle. The landscape consisted of forests, open fields, fences, and rolling terrain that favored defensive operations. Inspired by Daniel Morgan's successful tactics at Cowpens earlier that year, Greene arranged his forces in 3 lines. The first line consisted of North Carolina militia positioned behind fences and cover. Their task was not necessarily to defeat the British but to fire several volleys before withdrawing. The second line contained Virginia militia, expected to offer stronger resistance and delay British advances further.